Well, hey, hold the phone. We have a second box, so let's go ahead and get in here. This time we'll use the owl to help us with the box here. We have this other model here. Let's see. All right. Ooh, okay. Things get interesting. Again, wiping cloth in the box. And here is the knife, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Ooh, okay. All right. So keeping with the theme here, we have, let's take a look, right? We have aluminum handles on this one. And again, the fact that they're doing these in aluminum is actually pretty neat. They could have done them in, G10 or something, but the aluminum is nice. Feels nice and cold to the touch. This one's called the Flamingo, right? I'm glad they printed it on the blade there. At least I know, since it doesn't say anything on the box. We got the NedFoss logo on this side. Also, again, carabiner style. Not necessarily as pronounced as this carabiner, but slightly different, right? So spicing things up. And then this one got thumb stud deployment as well. Let's go ahead and find out. I'm curious to see what this blade looks like. Here we go. Ooh, okay. Now listen. Now we're talking. I think I think I'm more of a fan of this one. I mean, if I had to pick one, I mean, obviously they're both quirky and interesting in their own way. They both got their own charm. But if I had to pick one, I'm gonna tell you this one right here. Yeah, this one speaks to me a little bit more. We got a longer blade, longer cutting path, also D2, flat grind, blacked out aesthetics all throughout with the blue accents as well. Okay, not on the body screws, but only on the thumb studs and the carabiner portion right there. But the warning right here, yeah, this one speaks to me a little bit more. And we got even a finger choil there, so that's gonna look nice. I can tell you right now, the ergos on this one, oh man, yeah, the ergos are a little bit of a step up, right? A little bit of a step up over that guy. Again, they're both quirky. They're both interesting in their own way. Now, with this one, I do feel this carabiner portion, right? This part, this part right here, actually feel that in the palm a little bit more. So that's something to look out for. Now, let's be realistic. These are nice. You're gonna do a whole trash card cutting, session with trash day cardboard cutting session. Yeah, you're not gonna do that with these knives. These are more of like in a pinch, having a sharp object with you, having a knife. Maybe you want to clip it somewhere. So, worst case scenario, if you leave the house without a knife, you always have something to fall back on. So definitely feels that, checks that box. But, nevertheless, still comfortable, right? All things considered, I'm going to give it a good 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. And this one is also a liner lock. So we'll check up the lockup on this one. This one is a little bit more, maybe like 50%. Yeah, 50% or so. No additional access from the show side, but the liner is a little bit taller. And let me see. Okay. Fairly simple to push it down into the left to disengage. Still a shake shutter. Again, not that much weight on the blade to be able to close it, in one swing, but there we go. Maybe so. Reverse flick though, yeah, that feels nice. And you do have enough room here from the handle to the thumb stud, so you could flick using your nail like that. Oh, and the D10 is actually tuned pretty good for what it's worth. Oh yeah. All right, that feels nice. So yeah, deployment, you only got the 2 deployment options, but those work really, really nicely there, as you can see. Digging that. All right, that's looking pretty good, guys. So let's just go ahead and look at these two side by side, right? So the owl is a little bit smaller. The flamingo is a little bit bigger, right? You can see more or less the size difference there. As for the flamingo, right, D2 steel as well. Oh yeah, definitely getting a little bit better paper performance cutting here, only because you have a slightly larger cutting path. So again, this one would be my personal pick here between these two. That's just me. And then as far as cardboard goes, again, forward choke position with that finger choil. And here we go. Oh yeah. Flat grind putting in work. Bam. Boom. All right, a little bit more challenging on this last bit, only because I'm trying to get some grip. There we go. So, yeah, definitely will cut, ladies and gentlemen. Surprise, surprise. They made them sharp. All right, breaking news. So yeah, clearly they cut really good. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.